By payrolling benefits, you're able to divide the cash equivalent value of a benefit throughout the tax year. This amount is then added to the employee's taxable pay in each pay run and taxed accordingly. The Benefits Categories page is found in the payroll settings, which can be accessed here or here. You can find the Benefit Category page under the Pay Run Settings section here. Please remember you need to register with HMRC before the start of the tax year you wish to payroll benefits for. If you click on Processing Options here, you'll see on the screen that you now have the option to process your benefits through payrolling and P11Ds. You are able to use both of these features for your business, but for the purpose of this video, we're just going to be looking at payrolling benefits. You can select the payrolling benefits option by clicking on the tick box here. You'll then be asked to confirm that you've already registered with HMRC by selecting the year you've registered for. Once you've done this, you can press Save. It's worth noting that you won't be able to press Save until you've selected a year. To add a new benefit category, just click on the Add button on the right of the page here. A new context box will appear where you'll need to enter the following benefit details. The year. This will be pre-populated as you've already selected the year the benefit will be active for. Carry benefit forward. Any benefit categories with this checkbox ticked can be duplicated for the next year as part of the year-end process. Benefit type. Click on the drop-down box here to see a list of all the benefits that are available within KeyPay. And finally, the payrolling benefit. The payrolling benefit checkbox will be automatically set. When you select a benefit from the drop-down box here, each benefit will have a different set of fields to fill out depending on what the benefit chosen is. These will vary depending on the benefits you have selected. For example, if we select benefit type G, vans and van fuel, you can see here you have the option to enter a name for the benefit, and it will ask you specifically is the van zero emissions. However, if you go to benefit type F, cars and car fuel, you'll see there's a few more options specific to the details of the car. You'll just need to work your way through these extra fields that are specific to each benefit. As an example for this video, let's look at benefit type I, private medical treatment or insurance. The majority of the benefit categories will have these options. The NI treatment. This defaults to the NI treatment for the selected benefit type. You can enter the name of the benefit type here, and also the annual cost to you or amount foregone. Here you need to enter the higher of the annual cost to you or the amount foregone by the employee. You can enter 0 if the amount is to be an amount that differs for the individual within the business, and you can edit this when you link the employees, as we'll discuss in a few moments' time. You can also add in a fixed amount if it is the same amount for each employee that this benefit has been applied to. When you've added all the required information, press the Save button at the bottom of the screen. As you can see, the benefit type has now been added at a business level. We now need to link the employees to this benefit type. You can do this either via the individual employee benefits page or from the main benefits page screen here. If you click on the blue text here, No Linked Employees, a pop-up box will appear. To add employees to the scheme, simply press the Add button here. This will bring up all the available employees that are currently active within the business. Just tick the box next to the employee name or the employee names you want to link the benefit to and press Save. You'll see a new notification telling you the benefit has been assigned to the employees below. Click OK to accept this, and as you can see, the employee is now listed in the context panel as being linked to the benefit. It's important to be aware that although you are able to link benefit categories to multiple employees, some benefits will need to be linked at the employee level, such as cars or loans. If you need to remove the benefit from an employee, simply click on the bin icon to the right of the screen. You can remove the benefit any time up until the benefit is processed within a pay run. If you click on the name of an employee, a new panel will open up showing the details of that benefit. The fields that are greyed out cannot be edited because they've been entered at the benefit category or business level. However, you can add or edit the remaining details. It's worth remembering that in the same way as when adding a benefit at a business level, the fields required to be filled in will vary depending on the benefit category. Some of these fields, such as annual cost to you or amount foregone, will be pre-populated because the information has been entered at the business level. You'll see for this employee the amount is 0 as this is what we set up when we first set up the benefit. You are able to change the amount if it is different for that employee. Here are a few examples of the fields you may have to fill in. The carry benefit forward. Again, if this is ticked at the benefit category level, it can be ticked or unticked at employee benefit level. However, if this is unticked at the benefit category level, then it cannot be ticked at the employee benefit level. The annual cost to you or amount foregone. As mentioned, this will show the cost added at the benefit category level, but you can edit this at the employee level too for individual cases. The amount made good. Here you can add in any annual amount made good from the employee. This is an amount the employee is contributing towards their benefit, if any. You should add in the whole year value even if this is being paid by the employee each period. The cash equivalent. This is calculated by the system as the cost due or amount foregone less the amount made good. Calculate benefit from. This is used to calculate the amount to be payrolled per period. It's important to remember that this is only enabled when setting up benefits before a pay run has been processed. Once a pay run has been run that includes this benefit, this field will be locked. If the benefits are being payrolled as they are linked to an employee, the system will calculate the amount to be added to the employee's taxable pay each period by taking the annual cash equivalent, less any amount payrolled to date, and dividing it by the number of periods the benefit is available for. If a pay run has not been processed for this employee yet, the system will need to use the data in the Calculate Benefit From field in order to calculate correctly. Here you can enter the amount payrolled to date. And finally, the amount to be payrolled each period. This value will be recalculated in each pay period to account for any rounding differences or changes. If you've moved software partway during the tax year, this benefit may already have been partially processed in another payroll system. If this is the case, when you initially create the benefit in KeyPay, you can just enter the amount payrolled to date and set the relevant period number at the employee level. This should be done before the first pay run is processed. You will also need to add the total amount payrolled to date in the payroll benefits field on the earnings tab of the employee's opening balances. As an example here, if we go to the employee details for employee Amanda Rose, on the left hand side you go to employee settings, opening balances. If you then click the second tab that says Earnings, and scroll to the bottom here, you can see the payroll benefits field to enter the information here. For some benefits, such as the private medical insurance here, you are able to prorata the calculation at an employee level. Next to the annual cost to you field, you will see a prorata button. If you click on this, a new window will open. You'll have some extra fields to fill in, such as the start and end date. This will enable you to calculate the pro rata annual cost due based on the start and or end dates. If you're happy with this value, you can tick the Use New Pro Rata checkbox and press Save. This will update the annual cost to you. If you decide that you don't want to use this value, you can simply leave the checkbox unticked and you can set your own value. Within the Calculate Pro Rata benefit, you also have the option to pro rata in the first pay run. If ticked, when the benefit is picked up in the first pay period, a further pro rata calculation will be performed to work out the number of days in this pay period the benefit was available for, and will amend the amount to be taxed in that pay run. Any further pay runs will be recalculated based on the cash equivalent, less the amount payrolled to date, divided by the number of remaining pay periods. If an end date is entered here, then the calculation will work out the number of days the benefit is available and will stop taking the benefit once the end date has passed. You can edit an employee benefit either from the employee file screen or by clicking on the Linked Employees link here. You can edit a benefit any time until they begin to be processed in the payroll. If you find that you need to terminate an employee who has payroll benefits, you should terminate them within their final pay run. Once you've entered their termination date in that pay run, it will bring in the outstanding amount to be taxed on any benefits. Most benefits are for a full year, so the amount remaining will be added to the last amount of pay, and the taxable pay including the benefits value will be used to calculate the tax. These values will then be reported to HMRC. If the full amount cannot be taxed in the final pay period, HMRC will be aware of the amount of taxable pay and tax taken, and they will sort any tax owed directly with the employee. If the benefit is stopping at the same time the employee is leaving, then you can edit the benefit at employee level and use either the pro rata dates, benefit date available to, or adjust the cost to you in order to recalculate the amount of benefit outstanding. Once done, this recalculated value can be seen in the pay run. It's also worth noting when an employee is payrolled benefits, it's not possible to add a termination date that is later than the end of the current pay period. Terminating an employee who has payrolled benefits from within their employee details using the Terminate button will have no effect on payrolled benefits, and as such, any outstanding amount will need to be reported to HMRC by you outside of the payroll. That's the payrolling section of the Benefit Categories page.